Good morning, everybody. Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today's topic is going to be, what about family when, shit hits the fan? What about your family? What are you going to do about them? So, I'm not talking your immediate family like your wife and your kids, but extended family, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, this type of thing. So, the reason this subject came up, I had an interesting conversation with someone the other day, and basically the conversation was his brother had showed up after 2 years looking for help financially, and he said to me that he knew that if his brother came to him, he really was in desperate need, because it was like a last resort. He knew that he was the last resort if his brother had come to him. And I thought about that, and I thought, wow, that's pretty wild. And he said, he goes, that would make a really interesting video. He said, maybe you should do that. So I'm doing that video that we had a discussion about. What do you do in a worst case scenario and your family members come to you? Now, I've thought about this since him and I had this conversation, and it's a tough one. I mean, I don't have the answer. I mean, I think it's going to basically be based on individuals, things. I mean, if you're close with your family, with your brothers, your sisters, your aunts, your uncles, and stuff like that, it'd be tough to turn them away, But again, then you have to come down to, who do you help, who do you not help? Okay, so I know that my sister and I are close. I mean, we don't talk every single day, but we're close. And if my sister came to me in a worst case scenario and said, help me, I don't think I could turn her away. The same with my niece. I mean, I love my niece. I help raise my niece, and she has 3 boys. And it's like, I don't know how in good conscience I could sleep knowing that they were starving, So, but then again, do you short yourself food for people that didn't get ready? And it's a tough call. And then of course you have other people in your group, and maybe their brother or their uncle or their sister or mother or whoever, they're gonna all of a sudden, then they're gonna bring them. You know what I mean? If it's okay for you to bring extra people, they're gonna bring extra people, and I think they're gonna do that anyway. So it's a really, really tough call. Hi, buddy. What are you doing? I know. Yes, buddy's saying hello. So yeah, it basically comes down to, I mean, how hardcore do you want to be? I mean, it's a tough call. I mean, depends on the season when it happens too. I mean, if it happens, worst case scenario happens in the dead of winter, especially up here in the Northeast, you can't go out and grow extra food. You can't go out and get extra stuff. You can't forage and stuff like that. So it's a really, really hard call. I mean, I don't want to be in that position, to be honest with you, to have to make that call. But it's a real possibility that's could be the case, that you're going to have to turn away family members because you don't have enough to help them, and you have to think first and foremost. I mean, for me personally, number one comes me and the kids, first and foremost. Anybody in my group, they're next, because those are people that have gotten ready, and they're getting ready. So those are the people that you really have to watch out for first. Then if you can, think about helping others if you're able to, brothers, sisters, whatever. But I don't know. I mean, it's tough. I mean, I prep a lot. I mean, I'm sure I've showed you guys before. I mean, I have with my buckets here, I think I have like about 85 buckets, and it's all food. For the most part. There's some other supplies, but primarily that's all food. I have my MREs up there. That's all food. That's enough food for 6 weeks for 4 people. 1 meal a day, or I think it's 1 meal a day. But so I mean, it's and then I have my pantry over there. So, it's I've always had extra, basically because I know that family's going to come to me and look for help, and I have a tendency to be soft-hearted in that aspect. So I'll probably help family out. It just really depends. I mean, it's like I said, it's a really tough call. So tell me your thoughts, what you guys think. I really want to know. How do you feel about that? And again, it comes down to the closeness of your family. If you're not close with a brother or sister, it's easy to tell them to go screw off. Good luck. But if you're close, how do you feel about that? Your mom and dad showing up and you know looking for help after they basically laughed at you for what you were doing. So those are hard things to think about. So just I want to put that out there. I really want to know everybody's thoughts on this matter. I think it's a tough subject. It's a real tough subject. So let me know what you think. Prepper Nurse one out for now. Got my cats all over the place.